This is going to be a short practice to completely honor our tiredness. So all you're going to need is either 2 sleeping pillows or a bolster and a blanket or a large towel folded up, okay? And we're going to get to it straight away. We're going to bring our bolster vertically on our mat here and just come to sit on our outer hip. And as you sit on your outer hip, your knees are folded in and your feet are just nestled one into the other. You'll bring one hand either side of your bolster and just take a little lay down. And we're not going to take the biggest twist here because we're just starting out, but you're going to face the same direction as your knees and you just come to rest your head onto the bolster. Now, you can also snuggle your hands underneath the bolster if you want a little bit more height, if that feels cozy to you. And depending on the temperature in the room that you're in, you might want to bring your blanket over your legs and over your hips. So we're just going to take a couple minutes to be completely still here. Just slowly attuning to your breath and noticing how it feels to have just acknowledged that you're really tired and then done something to honor that. And just feel the weight of your entire body resting into the pillows or into your bolster. The weight of your entire body resting into the ground. And the sense that your fatigue could almost start to soften downwards, like snow falling from the sky and landing on the ground. Imagine your fatigue just starting to drift down towards the base of your body, wherever you're meeting ground or bolster. Allowing your muscles to soften, and in particular the muscles around your face. And the sense that the ground can hold it all. Like a giant sponge just absorbing and holding you in your tiredness. Feel the spaces in between your breaths. And without trying very hard, just allow there to be a little soft space right at the bottom of your exhale. Right at the top of your inhale. Coming into conscious relationship with the simplicity of your own breathing. I think that's all you need to do right now is lie here and feel your breath. Feel your entire outer layer of skin softening. inside your mouth, feel your tongue softening. And then very, very slowly start to draw your hands next to your chest so you can nudge the floor away really slow. Just peeling yourself up. Your head doesn't even need to lift very high. You walk it around so that you're facing the back. Your back is to your bolster. You can cross your legs, bring your blanket over you, and then we'll just take a little moment to lay back onto our bolster here. Open your arms out wide to the sides. Collarbones pouring wide. And just checking that your bolster is really nestling right in towards your lower back. And if that feels like a steep curve, then I want you to listen to the discomfort in your lower back and take a moment to come on up and use your blanket or another blanket, roll it up into a little sausage and place that in between your back, your lower back and the bolster so that there's a smoother sloping upwards. And let your palms soften. And I just want you to imagine that all of the energy that you would usually spend in your day-to-day by reaching out and interacting and doing what it is that you need to do and get done, I want you just to imagine all of that outflowing energy turning on itself and flooding back in towards you. All of the attention that you give out, or the care, all of the love that you give out, it's turning on itself and flooding back in to completely nurture yourself. So there's this simple receiving of your own attention, love, and care. And just here for a few more breaths, just to neutralize in between the two sides. Consciously releasing your fatigue and the weight of your body downwards into the ground. And then slowly stepping your feet to the floor and rolling slightly to your side so you can come on up and just change direction. So again, you can move your blanket and bring your blanket over your legs, your outer hip. You take your outer hip right up to the edge of your cushions or your bolster, and your hands go either side. And again, not a big twist for right now, just turning your face the same direction as your knees. And check that your bolster is nestled right up next to you, so you have support for the side of your belly. Now in any of these positions, depending on how the height feels for you, you can always add some height. So if you have a yoga block, you could add some height underneath the far end of your bolster, which can give you a little bit more lift. So just, it's worth wiggling it around a little bit until you feel completely comfy. And then once you get there, just settling into stillness for a few minutes. Just this visual, like snow landing in a snow globe. Your tiredness just sifting through, just really relishing being heard and acknowledged and witnessed and honored. And as your face softens, your tongue and your mouth, your belly softens completely also. back to the felt sense of your breath. And just allowing that felt sense of your breath to quietly bring you into present time. And in present time, just receptive and resting into presence itself. Resting into source itself. Let it fill your cup. And then really slowly in your next few breaths, just again supporting yourself by bringing your hands back a little bit and coming up really slowly. We're going to come into a Shavasana, so you can choose whether you'd like to be on your back or on the front of your body. I'll show options for both. If you have your bolster and your blanket, you can either fold up your blanket and bring your blanket behind your head, like so. And then you can have your bolster underneath your knees, or you can bring your bolster to rest on top of your body if that feels better for you, which can be really grounding to have that gentle weight and contact with the front of the body. If you'd like to rest on the front of your body, which can be quite soothing if that's comfy for you, you would need your block, and you bring your bolster vertically. Rest your whole torso on the bolster, and then your brick goes underneath your forehead, and your arms rest to the sides a little and forwards. And then again, you can get your blanket and drape your blanket over your body to keep you nice and warm. So just choosing what feels like the most comfortable resting position for you there. Taking your time to get comfy. And as you settle in, again, coming back to this sense of your fatigue like snowflakes drifting downwards towards the ground of your being, and absorbed by the earth underneath you. And then receiving a rebound from the ground, like an energizing from the ground, flooding back up into your system. And allowing the silence and the stillness to be like medicine for your tiredness. All of the energy that you usually give out in any given day turning on itself and pouring back in to nourish you and nurture you at the deepest level. Honoring your sacred tiredness. With a little bit of stillness and a little bit of quiet and a little bit of time to stay here for as long as you like or you can. Just soaking up these few moments of rest. Allowing your body the opportunity to recalibrate. Well done for taking the time. Thank you.